Hi everyone, this is Bloom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, this is actually the first time I'm doing this. First of all, I just want to say I am deeply sorry for my truly bad and excruciatingly painful editing skills. I'm sorry. Also, I am sick right now, so maybe you can hear it, maybe you cannot hear it, but like my voice is really it sounds kind of canny, I'm speaking a lot with my nose right now. But my voice is gonna change in the future, do not worry for that. So I am doing the Clangen challenge. To give the proper credits, I believe it was Niyoko Arts that started this. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll go check that later and then give the proper credits if I'm wrong. I'm truly sorry if I said the name wrong. But yes, so I really wanted to try and do it. So I started Oleanderclan. I will not be going into the backstory of how Oleanderclan became to be, but if you guys want a video about that, that'll be my pleasure. I'll do it for sure. Just tell me in the comments if that would be interesting. I will, of course, go over it a little as we go, but I will not go into the details of like how it came to be and everything. So, without further ado, if you guys are ready, let's jump right in and start with our Starkling cats. Because, yes, on year one, we did have one cat that died, but we will also go over our Starkling guide, Velvet Patch. So, Velvet Patch was a warrior in Fox Clan, and she worked with the leader to solve murders that were made by rogues during the time she was alive. She was very happy. She had a mate, Poppy Feather. She had kits with him, and they were really happy, but of course, really nervous because of all the tensions between the rogues. Um, she worked day and night for many long years to find who was leading the rogues because every time there was an attack, they always seemed to be like knowing where to attack, who was weakest, who was strongest. So there was no doubt in the leader's mind there was someone in the camp that was working with the rogues. So she worked tirelessly to find who it was until her mate died of like just a heart attack or something. And suddenly the murder stopped, and it was to her shock that she realized that Poppy Feather was actually the one leading the rogue. And when he died, they were left without a leader and they all scattered. So, I'm sorry. So she lived in shame of herself for the rest of her life, even though her clan never doubted her oh my god, her loyalty toward the clan. She still lived in shame of herself for the rest of her life. She died at 215 moons. Oh my god. And she guided Fox Clan for a really long time until they threw Squirrel Fang out for crimes that she did not commit, crimes of murder to be precise. Um, she led her away because she thought that her clan had been really unfair to her. So she led her away and told her to start anew, that she had great things planned ahead for her, and that she needed to start her own clan, so she called it Oleanderclan. She is now caring for three kits that are of a Tom in the clan. We will talk about them later. But yeah, that's about it for our Starkling Queen. Now moving on to Cragspot. Cragspot was a kitty pet that was found abandoned by Squirrel Star. So all the cats that were found by Squirrel Star are basically like clan founders. So it was in the early start of Oleanderclan. So just to set that clear. So yeah, Crackspot was found abandoned by Squirrel Star, and they bonded actually pretty quickly, and he became a clan founder. He always remained close, though, to his kitty pet identity, and he was often caught visiting the two leg place, but he never really had the guts to go back because, well, first of all, the warrior code, but also because his faith in two legs had been demolished uh, by his betrayal. Well, by the betrayal of his two leg. I'm sorry. Um. So yeah, he doesn't trust two legs anymore. I actually got an apprentice during his time alive. His name is Boulder Paw, but they never truly bonded actually. He was attacked by an eagle also, and he survived, but had a scarred face, as you can see on the drawing. Uh, Luckily, though, his eyes were not damaged. Amazing. He also had a kid with someone. We will talk about that a bit later. He was friends with pretty much all of the older cats, but not so much with the younger cats. Maybe they thought he was too intense on the warrior code and all, because literally he tried to set good example on younger cats 4 times this year. Oh my god. And also he died on moon 12, like literally the moon ended and he died. Poor guy. Near Flail Clan territory. So now, was it Flail Clan's fault? Was it Rogues again? Was it a murder? We do not know, and Squirrel Star is quite troubled by this. Now moving on to our leader, Squirrel Star. She's an angry and vengeful cat, vengeful being actually an in-game trait. And she chose her deputy because he was easy, I'm sorry, to manipulate, and backed away from confrontation easily, so that she could actually manage her clan. She's very protective of her clanmates and saved a lot of them during the year from trouble. For example, the medicine cat on Moon One that was attacked by a dog. She had a kid with Crackspot. She's the one, and they had a son together, Wolf Kit. And she ends the year hurt by blue jays and is in the med den. She basically spent the year in the med den. She did not have a great year, and now that Crackspot is dead, she's actually really nervous. She's not sure who killed him, and it really bothers her. The deputy being Jump Branch, I find his name quite hilarious, was found by Squirrel Star as a loner, being tormented by a group of rogues. She stood up for him and invited him to join the clan. He quickly agreed to join, and he also quickly became deputy when Squirrel Star saw that she could really easily manipulate him into doing whatever she wanted. He's really nervous and insecure, but cares a lot about other cats. But he's really entrusting of a lot of new cats. Was eavesdropping on 4 different cats, including 2 kids. The hell? And yeah, in the end, he just want what's best for Oleanderclan. It's just that he does it a bit like clumsily. Overall, he does an okay job, but is way too dependent on Squirrel Star, and he is not really appreciated by many cats. Uh, he didn't do anything useful, but gets sick with white cough and constantly spraining his paws. And yeah, a lot of cats do not trust him as deputy. He likes Squirrel Star as a good friend, but the feeling is not shared. Sadly, he also platonically likes Weed Rush a lot, and he likes Fire Spike and Pike Willow too, since they are the kindest to him. Fire Spike is the medicine cat of Oleander clan. and she was found by Squirrel Star on her way to the new territory as a wandering healer. She is playful and doesn't take crap from anyone, and she will tell you if you're dumb. She likes Squirrel Star a lot, but she doesn't like how she uses Jump Branch to her advantage. On Moon 2, she found a dying queen with her three kids, and the clan welcomed Bao Song and her litter, Sky Kid, Scorch Kid, and Boulder Kid. She doesn't seem to enjoy the presence of kids and prefers calm environment anyway. Kids are too messy for her. She got an apprentice, Scorchpaw, to train as a medicine cat. They didn't bond at first, but they quickly became friends because she helped Scorchpaw a lot because he really wasn't I'm sorry, he wasn't doing good in his training at all, despite doing his best. And at the end of the year, she was eavesdropping on Jump Branch because he was acting quite weird. Scorchpaw, he's just a lonesome guy that is close to only his family and his mentor. He never played when he was little, and he preferred to watch his den mates play instead of joining the action. He didn't want to become a medicine cat, but Squirrel Star kind of forced it on him because the clan needed another medicine cat. He wasn't good even if he was doing his best, and he really bonded with his mentor because she did all she could to help him. A lot of cats had doubt on his ability to heal and weren't afraid to make their voices heard, especially Petunia Blotch, and that really affected the poor guy. I'm sorry, he's really close with his sister, Skypaw, and she visits him often in the medicine den to cheer him up. Pet Chase was found by Squirrel Star and Jump Branch as an injured rogue. He's calm and he's a great fighter. He seems to dislike Jump Branch and mostly the fact that he's deputy because he's so dependent of Squirrel Star and he can't seem to see that she's using him. He challenged actually Squirrel Star, telling her that Jump Branch is not fit to be deputy, and Squirrel Star ordered Petunia Blotch to teach him a lesson. Everyone got hurt by this interaction, so nothing really got settled. He definitely has deputy goals and wanted to become deputy a lot of time, like he envied the deputy role. On Moon 2, he brought back a rogue named Crested that joined and is now named Crested Stone. He also brought back to camp two kids, Zinnia Kid and Mud Kid, and refused to say where they came from, but obviously they're his. He seems to like kids and he's super comfortable around them. He mentored also Quiet Paw, one of Crested Stone's kids, and they have a neutral relation. They didn't really bonded. He also seems to like Weed Rush and Petunia Blotch a lot. Now moving on to Pike Willow. Pike Willow was a Hail Clan warrior that asked Oleanderclan to heal her, and in exchange she would she she would she would join their clan. I'm sorry. So she joined on Moon 9, and she didn't do much for the rest of the year, but she was healed on Moon 12. Um, we don't really know why she's not in Hail Clan anymore, but her backstory did say, I'm sorry, that she was exiled, but she doesn't disclose why she was exiled. Um, she really seems to like Jump Branch, and yeah, she really didn't do much all the remaining moons. But overall she's kind and loyal to her new clan, and I guess that's what matters for now. Jitters is a kitty pet that was found by Bao Song, Petunia Blotch, and Crested Stone on a patrol, and she pretty much joined immediately when she was found. Um, but like she was not hurt and anything, so I sent her on a patrol, a solo patrol, and she was immediately attacked by a rogue on her first ever patrol. I felt so bad, this poor girl. Um, she is sneaky, and she was seen talking in the back of many cats in the clan. That is not super cool, but that's jitters. She also doesn't seem to really take the warrior code really like at heart, as she was seen many times crossing borders to hunt, and she was attacked by enemy warriors. But she's pretty much a loner even in the clan, and she has no real connection with anyone. She doesn't like anyone, she doesn't hate anyone. She's just in the corner watching and maybe plotting something, we don't know. Bao Song was found in the territory by Fire Spike as a dying queen with her litter of three kids: Scorch Kid, Sky Kid, and Boulder Kid. She's really motherly, very helpful, and generous, and feels eternally thankful for Fire Spike's treatments. When she recovered from birth, she was found talking to a loner before they parted ways peacefully. I like to think that it's the father of her litter, and that they finally got the closure of what was going to happen, so that she was going to stay in camp. If he wanted to follow, he could, but decided not to. She helped raise Pear Chase and Crested Stone kits and found Jitters on Moon 9, but she really doesn't trust her even now. When Crested Stone brought four more kits back to camp and three died, she had a serious talk with him on how we had to stop bringing kids back and needed to start actually taking care of them. What a queen. She was really shaken by the death of Crested Stone's three newborns, and actually got one of Crested Stone's daughter, Loudpaw, as an apprentice, and they now have a great relation because she's so soft spoken and Loudpaw is so anxious and nervous. She likes all of her kids, but she does seem to have a preference for her only daughter, Sky Kid, and she also currently has a crush on Petunia Blotch, so we'll see where that leads. Petunia Blotch was found as a kitty pet roaming around the forest by Squirrel Star and joined her clan after she promised him a high rank. When Jump Branch was chosen as deputy, he felt betrayed but kept trying to prove himself worthy of being deputy. So he was basically Squirrel Star's hound and obeyed her every orders, like punishing Pear Chase when he confronted her. By Moon 5, he started complaining to Squirrel Star only to be received with deaf ears, so he eventually abandoned but since hates the leader. He also doesn't like Scourgepaw because he thinks he's incompetent as a medicine cat, and also blames Squirrel Star for forcing the role on the poor guy. He was given Skypaw to mentor, and their relation is really formal. He loves Bao's song though and eavesdrops on Skypaw to know if her mother shares his feelings, so that's kind of creepy. But he also loves Weed Rush, so it's kind of complicated for him right now. Weed Rush was found by Squirrel Star as a loner struggling to live alone after the passing of her sister, and she is the chillest cat of the clan. She's also a bi icon for real, because for 3 moons straight, she tried to get close with Fire Spike by complimenting her, and they are now really good friends. Maybe we'll see more of that in the future. As she loves kids and spent a lot of time with them, she's also good friends with Jump Branch and helps him with his tasks sometimes. She has a crush on Petunia Blotch, um, but also knows that Bao Song has feelings for him, so she's not sure on what to do here. She got Ratpaw as her apprentice, one of Crested Stone's kid, and even if she likes Ratpaw, Ratpaw doesn't seem to like her because she finds her weird and too bubbly for her own taste. But yeah, she didn't do much for all the year other than train her apprentice. Crested Stone was found as a rogue by the name of Crested on Moon 2 by Pearchase. Crested Stone doesn't like to follow rules and is often seen with rogues and loners, either chatting, flirting, or fighting with them. By Moon 4, he brought back four kits back to camp: Hazel Kit, Quiet Kit, Rat Kit, and Loud Kit. They were given to him by a she cat that wanted nothing to do with them, a she cat with whom he had a fling and never saw her again. He was happy and grateful that Bao Song could nurse them and take care of them, but he kind of forgot about them for a while. And by Moon 9, he brought back four other kits, and three sadly and tragically passed away, leaving only one kit, Lily Kit. Bao Song then gave him a reality check, and he started to take his responsibilities, as a father way more seriously then. He mentored his own daughter, Hazelpaw, and really got to know her on a deeper level and realized how lucky he was to be a father. And he's only close with his kids, so that's kind of cute. Skypaw is the only daughter of Bao Song. She was really shy at like 1 or 2 moons old, but she grew really comfortable around her clanmates as she grew older. She was given to Petunia Blatch to apprentice under, and they never really developed a relation. It's awkward because he hates her brother Scorchpaw, but also has a crush on her mother, and she knows all of that. She doesn't hate him, but she doesn't like him either. She really likes her two brothers and visits Scorchpaw often, and she can be often seen encouraging her den mates when they are having difficulties with their training. She doesn't believe in love and is exhausted of hearing Boulderpaw talking about the love of his life. Now she really hopes that she will make a good warrior one day and will make her clan, and mostly her brothers proud. Boulderpaw is one of Bao Song's son. He was always kind and happy and always has a smile plastered on his cute little face. He's really social and talks a lot with the other kids and apprentices. He has a crush on a Ratpa and talks about her nonstop like she's the love of his life to his sister. And yeah, now that he's nearing warrior age, he's becoming anxious and hope that he will make his clan and his mother proud. He also likes his brother, but also kind of doubts his ability as a medcat. But he makes sure to not tell him, as he knows that this could really hurt his feelings, and that's the last thing he wants to do. Ratpaw is the daughter of Crested Stone. She was the annoying kid of her litter and was a real troublemaker. She would bring thorns in her nest, stole beddings from others, and kept getting in the paws of everyone, especially her father, to try to get his attention. She grew angry at her father because he never took care of her and her sisters so much that she even developed fleas, and Crested Stone never noticed until she started to lose her fur. Even as an apprentice, she was still full of chaos and played pranks on the kids. She was apprenticed under Weed Rush, and even if she was a chill mentor, Ratpa never really tried to bond with her. She plays pranks on Boulderpaw, pretending to flirt with him, but she eventually started to develop actual feelings for him. She only feels close to Quiet Paw, not so much with her other sisters. Hazelpaw and Quietpaw are daughters of Crested Stone and are inseparable since birth. They literally are chaos incarnate, and were always pulling pranks together as kids and tried to look as innocent as possible. They calmed down when they became apprentices, but they still do everything together. Hazelpaw is mentored by her father and got the opportunity to connect with him a lot, while Quietpaw was mentored by Pearchase, and they have a really neutral relation. She honestly would have preferred to have Weed Rush as a mentor. On Moon 12, Hazelpaw got in a scuffle with another clan apprentice and was sent to the Med Den, and that made Quietpaw extremely worried, so much that she spends all of the time that she can over there. And finally, Loudpaw, the last daughter of Crested Stone. She basically only wants to be loved, and only Quietpaw tolerates her, but she's always busy with Hazelpaw, and Ratpaw is better off on her own, so Loudpaw always ends up being alone. She has a hard time making friends, and she likes her father and forgives him for everything, And she also likes her sister Ratpaw, even if the feeling is not reciprocated. She wishes that she could have the same dynamic Hazel and Quiet Paw have, but to no avail. She has a slight crush on Skypaw and is mentored by Baosong, and she's really happy to have her because she's calm and understanding and gives her the love that she needs. She received maple seeds from Pear Chase during her apprentice ceremony and is extremely honored to wear them. Zinnia Kid is the son of Pear Chase. He's an adorable bean that thinks he's older than what he actually is. He's really close to his sister and father, and mostly wants to play and is curious about life in general. He likes his father and his sister a lot, and has not yet had the time to bond with the rest of the clan. Talking about his sister Mudkit, she is the daughter of Perchase. She is much colder and spicier than her brother. She prefers to be alone and wishes her brother would understand that and would go play with the other kids. She loves bugs and was caught talking to some of them 2 times. She got a bit crossed with Lily Kid on Moon 12, so the two don't really like each other. She also has a deep bond with the Dark Forest, so really interesting. I'm really excited to see where that leads. Um, she likes only her father. She finds her brother too annoying, so she doesn't talk with him too much. Wolfkit is the son of Squirrelstar and Crackspot. He's active and playful, and he has a lot of energy. He always wants to play with the others, and he's close with his mother and father. And that is so sad. He helped to bury Crackspot when he died, leaving his favorite prey at the grave. That is so sad. I can only imagine him like his sad little figure just dropping a little squirrel at the gate at the grave. Oh my god, that just shatters my heart. He dreams of being the best warrior that has ever existed, and honestly, I am not surprised. Lily Kid is the last daughter of Crested Stone. She's loud and an annoying little miss that owes nothing to no one. She purposely wakes up early to sing with the birds and annoy everyone in camp. She also tried to sneak out because, I quote, no one likes her anyway. She isn't afraid to say what she thinks, and overall, she's a menace. But honestly, all of Crested Stone's kids are menaces, so at this point, I'm not really surprised, but I think she's the worst one yet. She likes no one, not even her father or stepsisters, and I think that really speaks for itself. Alright, you guys, that is all for Oleander Clan Year 1. I hope you were able to stick till the end. Also, I'm very sorry if sometimes I stumble over my words. English is not my first language, so also sorry if I said some like grammarly wrong things. I'm very sorry about that. Um, Also, yes, if, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys want me to explain a bit more what happens in Fox Clan, uh, like both during when Velvet Patch was alive and also when Squirrel Fang was exiled, um, don't be shy. Just say it in the comments if it doesn't interest you. Like, it's fine as well. I won't be hurt by it at all. um I purposely did not do it so that, um it wouldn't take too long for the video. But if you guys want a bit of lore and backstory, I'll do it, sure, like, no problem. um I'll try, and I put a big emphasis on try to do it with like animatics and little images to accompany my voice. But yeah, and also I plan on changing, I'm sorry, my microphone, because I know it's kind of bad, the quality is bad, but it's the best one I had, so that'll have to do for now. I already played ahead with Moon Year 2, so I know a few things, and Moon 2 is currently being drawn. So yeah, it will it will be published, maybe not soon, but eventually. I do have a job outside of YouTube, so uh, these videos are not really my priority, without being mean about it. So yes, thank you very much for sticking with me till the end. um, I'll see you again for year 2 of Oleander of Oleander Clan. Goodbye, everyone.